Pepsters! It's a happy Tuesday ngayon sa Pep Live. I'm Jimpy, your host for today. At kasama natin ngayon, of course, ang isa sa lead stars ng pinag-uusapang BL series ngayon, ang Gaya Sa Pelikula. For the first time here on Pep Live, we have Ian Pangilinan.
Hello, everybody! Hey, happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Ayan. So, sana ikaw ay mag-enjoy sa ating first time on Pep Live. And
yes, of course.
Sa lahat ng fans din na nanonood ngayon, syempre huwag makalimutan mag-send ng inyong comments. And magdamay na rin kayo ng inyong gifts at stars sa Facebook at sa Kumu kasi live tayo ngayon sa 3 broadcast platforms ng PEP, ang Facebook, YouTube, at Kumu, o di ba, ang bongga. So, kayo nang bahalang mamili kung saan kayo manonood at magko-comment, pero babasahin namin yan later. So, ayan. Kakamustahin ko muna si Ian. Ian, kamusta naman? Dahil sa success ng Gaya Sa Pelikula, di ba?
Ayun, very, very happy with the success, definitely. As in, overwhelming talaga yung support, especially from the fans. Like, everybody's so supportive. Everybody is... parang alam mo yun, parang kasama sila in telling the story kasi ang rami nilang ino-offer ng mga parang stories nila na, oh, nagkaroon sila ng courage to come out, or like, this is like something I went through when I was like, alam mo yun, like, God knows how old. Pero, ayun, parang the support has been overwhelming and parang because of the success, alam mo yun, parang just so many things have been happening at the same time and it's overwhelming a bit, pero it's like ibang klase yung happiness that parang everybody in the team feels right now. So yun.
Pero nakakatuwa yun kasi isa yun sa mga parang measure of success yung may magkikwento sa'yo tapos nakaka-relate sila, di ba?
Yes, of course, of course. Parang yun nga, like I say this in almost every interview na I get the chance. Pero like when I was a kid kasi I always wanted to make movies because when I was a kid, when I watched movies, parang you know, like I identify with some of the characters. Yan. So parang I wanted to make something like that in the future. Na parang when they see it, parang the audience can be like, hey, like I understand. Like somebody understands me. Somebody understands my story. So parang now that Gaya Sa Pelikula has like sort of achieved that in just, you know, parang 5 episodes pa lang eh. 5 episodes pa lang. So like may 3 episodes pa yan. As early as now, parang may mga stories na that are pouring and it's just really heartwarming and amazing. Yeah.
Ayun. At least naman nakakatuwa kasi parang most na narinig ko sa mga nakapanood ay tuwang-tuwa sila sa story at sa pati sa chemistry ninyo ni Paolo, di ba? So yan naman ang pag-usapan natin. Parang paano yun kasi ang cute-cute yung dalawa sa 5 episodes.
Oh, thank you. I mean, like, parang, paano namin na-achieve yung ganong chemistry?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like, me and Pao naman get along so well, talaga. Like, in real life, like, we're just, like, really good, like, alam mo yun, parang pakikitungo sa isa't isa. But at the same time, kasi, parang, personally, this is what I think. Parang, because, like, everybody on the team has this, like, intense support for the story, support for parang wanting to tell the story in the best way that we can. Parang wala yung takot na, hey, is this coming off too affectionate? Is this coming off ganyan? Parang we just let what is natural happen and parang depending on how we want to tell the story, saka na kami magtatabas kumbaga kung anong binibigay namin. Parang to put the long story short, as in hindi kami takot magpakita ng pagmamahal because, you know, parang love is such a beautiful thing to show on screen. Ayun, parang ganon.
To think na ano yan well, based dun sa napanood ko huli, parang wala pang masyadong aminan, pero munti ka na nang mangyari. Diba?
Oh, you have to wait for the next episodes. Exciting yan.
Oo. Pero, paano pala napunta sa inyo ang Gaya Sa Pelikula? Because pareho kayo ni Paolo na parang bago, di ba? I mean, ikaw, although you already have your Tabing Ilog exposure parang sa ganitong mainstream, pero ito yung first na series talaga.
Yes, exactly. Well, ako naman kasi like I was like fresh graduate nung like last year. So parang Tabing Ilog talaga was my first professional thing. And you know, parang the quarantine happened and unfortunately it was medyo cut short. So I was looking for new things to do while in quarantine. And I happened upon the audition form. Kasi, parang I was familiar na with si Juan Miguel Severo's work. So yun, parang I immediately had interest in it. And ako naman, parang I always wanted to make something na more than like the fame that comes with it, more than the money that comes with it, a good story. I wanted to make like a good series or a good movie. So knowing na si Juan Miguel Severo was the one who was rating it, and me as somebody who was a fan of, like in the past, parang, of course I jumped on the opportunity. So yun, parang eventually everything else fell into place because parang nung na-cast, or rather nung na-draft na ako for like yung mga like, yes, exactly. Ayan, nakilala ko na si Direk, who I'm also such a fan of, and then parang sama-sama na kami in making the story. So parang everything else just like fell into place, kumbaga. So yun.
Kasi magka-apelido pa kayong dalawa ni Paolo.
sabi nga ni Paolo nung nag-audition daw kami dalawa, sabi ni Paolo, parang ayaw na niya mag-audition kasi natakot siya sa akin or something. Parang sabi niya, hindi parehong Pangilinan ko kunin, ayaw na ganyan. Tas ewan ko ba, hindi ko siya tinakot basta siya natakot siya. So yun, parang like sobrang nagulat na lang kami na yun nga, pareho kami Pangilinan, and we were like really scared na, oh my God, we're gonna be accused of something unholy. Pero
okay, get.
Pero ang ginawang joke naman ng the fans, so thank you fans, sobrang bentang-benta sa amin is hindi, kasal na yung dalawang yan, kaya parehong Pangilinan. So kami,
punchline. So sakto pala. Pero diba, tawag sa inyong fan club ay Team Pang Pang?
Yes, Pang
From
Pang.
From the pancakes.
Yeah. Sobrang funny nga kasi like even before we like released any like content, wala pang trailer, whatever. Yun na yung na-decide na pangalan, Pang Pang. And we were like, this works. Sobrang cute. And then eventually until lumaki na yung fan base, and then everybody started using it. So, ayun, it was like, oh my God, where were we like a couple of months ago? Sobrang cute.
Grabe. So yung parang ang ibig sabihin pa nun, parang Gaya Sa Pelikula, change your life in a way.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think I can speak for both me and Pao in terms of the artistry field. Na this is definitely parang our first opportunity to, parang present ourselves and the story on a bigger stage. Kasi alam mo yun, like before this naman, I was just like fresh out of college, like still trying to figure out how to, make my way in this industry. Yeah. And si Pao rin, like as much as he's been doing mga commercials in the past, this is also his first time doing any series of any sort. And parang ako, I consider myself lucky na nga kasi like yung training ko is musicals. Tas parang siya like commercials lang. So ayun, parang we're very thankful for the opportunity, and like at the end of the day, like we wouldn't have been here without everybody's support. So I just want to say thank you for helping us on our first big thing. To everybody who was with us every step of the way. So yeah.
Ayun naman. At nakikita mo naman ang dami nating comments ngayon. By the way, first nakikita niyo naman siguro fina-flash namin. So, ganda nyo ang inyong mga comments. So, kaya i-shout out natin yan. Pero habang kami ay nag-uusap, i-flash namin yung mga gaganda nyong comments. Kasi, in fairness, kanina pa sila nag-read sa YouTube. Habang
thank you.
Premiere ito. Ay, naka-waiting. Waiting din.
Thank you so much. I love you.
May meron ito naman.
Ano yan?
Sorry. Ano yun?
I don't know. I was just gonna say, like, oh my God, everybody's so supportive. Kasi nangrami naming nakuhang food over the weekend and like, the past couple of weeks. As in gabundok. To the point now we were like, how are we gonna finish this before it spoils? So thank you so much, like everybody. Parang grabe talaga outpouring yung support, and thank you so much. So yeah.
Okay, sakto ito. You're so talented. You are meant to become a star. Sabi ni in your area.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ayan. At ito naman, syempre BL series, nung pumasok ang Gaya sa Pelikula, medyo madami-dami na.
Oh,
Di ba?
yeah.
Hindi na Philippines. As in,
Yeah.
parang nagkaroon ng
Boom.
parang sobrang, boom talaga dahil sunod-sunod. Pero parang sa inyo yata yung hindi talaga masyadong, hindi masyado, pero hindi talaga naka-center sa pandemic, parang yung setting. Tama ba?
Yeah, definitely. Kasi, ayun, parang ours was set in 2018, which means this was pre-pandemic pa.
Yes.
And thankfully, when we started kasi shooting and planning for the production, parang we were already able to like secure a proper shooting location, ganun. So, ayun, parang kanya-kanya namang templa yan eh. Parang, like as much as parang people would think na because it's not set in the pandemic, parang sobrang swerte nila, ganyan. Parang they have more room to work around kasi parang hindi siya confined in this like Zoom setup kind of thing. But marami ring mga challenges yan, like like just the stress of like whether somebody is parang on the day na mag-work, magte-test as positive, ganyan, or like budget. So yun, parang thankfully we were able to make it work.
Pero 8 episodes lang, no, nakakabitin naman. Nung nalaman ko nga na 8 lang, parang, 3 na lang pala.
Yes. I mean, I would say, parang as much as I understand yung thoughts ng mga people na, 8 episodes lang, ano ba yan? Tapos parang, yung sa amin din kasi is 20 to 30 minutes lang compared to like some of the other BLs. I think in Thailand, na umaabot hanggang 40 minutes ata, diba? Correct me na lang if I'm wrong. Like mga 40 plus minutes. But what I will say about it is the story is complete. And if makulangan tayo sa 8 episodes, edi manalangin tayo sa season 2.
Ayun na nga, nagko-comment, season 2 please. Gaya sa season 2, diba? Wala pa man din yung last 3 episodes, ha?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys.
Pero siguro hindi ko na masyadong itatanong kung ano ang difference nito sa mga ibang BL series kasi yung fact pa lang na hindi kayo naka-set sa pandemic, malaking na yun, di ba? Difference na from other.
Yeah, definitely. But I would also say na like what makes us unique is I would say number one yung team behind it, because the team behind it, yung mga writers, directors, and all of these other people who are working on it, a good number of them belong to the LGBTQ community. So there is that sort of that sort of like immersed like perspective in like trying to make the series. Parang mas lived yung experiences ng a lot of the people who are working on it. So there's that. And number two, not naman to say na other BLs did not achieve this, but for me personally, I think ours is also special because it's also coming of age. Kasi, a lot of BLs tend to focus on romance, ganyan, which is great, which is, wonderful. Pero what I personally, like me as a person not working on the project, what I love talaga is na, it's coming of age. It's like discovering how one deals with feelings, which is, like what a lot of like LGBTQ youths are probably like going through right now or have gone through in the past. So yeah.
Ayun naman. At least, explain mo na din bago pa natin. Pero, eto na, syempre, hindi pa natin tinatapos nagtatapos lang tayo ng isang segment. Pero, parang ano ang ilo-look forward nila dun sa 3 remaining episodes?
3 remaining episodes. Let's just say you can expect a lot of the things you've already seen in the first 5 episodes, aka seeing different sides to different characters, a deepening of the different characters. And at the same time, you will see how different experiences shape and parang transform each of the characters as the story progresses. Hirap kasi. Mamaya magsabi ako ng spoiler. Pero yun.
Correct. Mahirap na mag-spoil. Uy, hello kay... Sana nanonood si Paolo at sana siya naman ang next natin na i-guess, di ba?
Oo, definitely. Puro aral kasi yan si Paolo eh. Samahan mo nga ako dito, Paolo.
Ang sipag pala ni Paolo in real life. Parang ano rin naman, doon din sa series, di ba?
Yes, definitely. Parang ano talaga siya. When it comes to like med school, sobrang ganun rin talaga kaano si Pao. In everyday life, magulo siya. As in, hindi siya masaya kasamang roommate. Pero sige. Ibigay na natin yung med school.
Si Vlad, ganun. Mas Vlad pa siya.
Oo. In real life talaga siya mas Vlad kaysa sa akin. Promise.
So ikaw ang mas malinis, gano'n. Yung kalinisan.
Magulo rin ako. Pero I'm just saying, hindi porket magulo ako, malinis na yun si Pao. Hindi! Pareho kaming madumi.
Grabe yung pareho madumi. But anyway, ito na. Hindi, syempre, since this is your parang first talaga na super mainstream, di ba? Kasi yung Tabing Ilog, unang-una sa lahat. Bukod sa theater siya, ay naputol.
Yes.
Bilang sa nangyari ngayon. So, syempre, I'm sure maraming sa ating pepsters, although most of your fans naman ang nanonood, pero syempre sa mga bago, parang gusto nilang malaman, sino ba si Ian Pangilinan before Gaya Sa Pelikula?
Well, who I was mostly talaga was somebody who was always studying. Kung si Pao parating nag-aaral yan ng med, ako parati akong nag-aaral kung paano umarte. Because that is my passion. As in, mga libro, binabasa ko yan. Mga masterclass, mga online classes on acting, ina-attendan ko yan. Pre-pandemic, I would also go to acting workshops. I took acting units in, Ateneo. So if hindi pa obvious, I'm sort of obsessed with the craft, And that's because nga of what I said, na I want to make great movies in the future. And if I want to be known for anything at the end of my life, it's that I was able to tell great stories because I was a good actor. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty boring, honestly. Like, I'm so obsessed with acting that there's there's not much else that I do. Siguro like in relation na lang with acting kasi I draw from different sources. So I also love anime. Guys, there's good acting in anime and also good writing. Especially voice acting, malamang anime, so you can't really like see the faces of the people. So yun, I love anime. I'm a huge cinephile, so I love watching movies. Parang most especially yung mga coming of age, which is why I love Gaya Sa Pelikula. Like, it's an outside work. I love coming of age. And I also watch a lot of series. So yun, if I'm not studying acting, I'm just like watching series and like working out from time to time, playing with my dog. Yeah, that's it. I don't have this like interesting outside life outside of like wanting to act well.
Pero ang gusto kong malaman, kasi tama ba na BS Management Engineering graduate ka?
Yes. Layo, no?
Paano siya na marry yung pag-engineering graduate and then at the same time ngayon ikaw ay actor niya?
Okay, I will answer this in the nicest way I can. Para hindi ako patayin ng Ateneo kasi I love Ateneo. Okay. No, I mean, management engineering is a wonderful course. Parang it's a great course, especially for people who want to, like, parang work office jobs, work mga like corporate shenanigans and engineering. So it's good at math. There are many different fields that you can enter. But I personally entered management engineering to build my work ethic. Kasi management engineering is really hard, guys. As in, ang hirap ng course na yun. So it's a miracle that I was able to actually graduate from it, given how much time I spent doing acting in college. So yun, I really did it for work ethic, and also, alam mo, with artists kasi you never know when the next paycheck is gonna come because of, like, hello, how many artists lost their jobs during this pandemic? Diba? So parang very thankful na I am given this opportunity. So ayun, like I did that so that I could tell my mom na, hey mom, I work hard, I have good work ethic. If I can pass this course, I can make it in acting. So yun, that's basically it.
At ang hirap talaga ng course na ipinili mo para para ma-exercise yung work ethic ha.
Para wala nang masabi yung nanay ko na hindi ako nag-work hard. Oh, di ba?
Kasi grabe, pangalan pa lang, management engineering, parang may shock factor.
Yes, definitely. And yun nga, parang it's a highly sought after course, which is why, like me not wanting to get into corporate naman isn't me parang judging anybody who wants to get into corporate. ME is a wonderful course. Like it's a highly sought after course for people who want like alam mo yun, like great jobs in the future. Pero ayun talaga, my heart talaga is in acting. So yeah, that's what ended up happening post college.
Yun nga, sabi kanina sa isang comment na na-flash natin na ang galing kasi na itawid yung management engineering course while doing acting. Ayan, doing theater.
Hindi ko lang naitawid yan. Ginapang ko yan. Sobrang yung huling year talaga niyan, promise. As in, gusto ko na kalbon yung sarili ko. Mahirap, guys. Nagkaka-war flashbacks ako. Sobrang namatay ako sa course na yun. Salamat sa mga thesis groupmates ko kasi kayo yung totoong mga matatalino. Binuhat niyo ako. Mahal ko kayo.
Grabe. For sure naman, ikaw din.
Shoutout kay Gabby, Kaylat, saka Benedict. Diyos ko, Lord. Mahal ko kayo. Karina, mahal kita. So, yun.
Ayan ang mga nag-help sa'yo na maitawid din.
Yes,
Sabi mo nga, gumapang. Ayan sabi ng isang comment, si Paolo Brian Mendoza, Stan, a multi-talented man. Diba? Kasi, bukod ba kasi kung theater, syempre, definitely, super well-rounded. Kasi nakita naman natin sa tabing ilog. Syempre, hindi mo naman may tatawid yung, kasi may kanta yun, di ba? Tsaka sayaw.
Yeah.
So, ang dami mo kayang gawin.
Well, alam mo yun, parang it's something na I don't like, parang think na, hey, I'm such a great singer or like a dancer. But I think of it as like things na I picked up along the way, especially because like working in theater, which is, alam mo yun, para acting, diba? I worked in theater. So I was blessed and lucky enough to be trained under the greatest people na could train me in voice, could train me in dancing. So parang thank you so much, guys. Kasi ayun, parang it was just it was really thanks to all of the people who helped me get better and better. So I'm happy to say naman na now na I think I can do a little bit of both. Like I'm not bad at doing both. So yeah, I mean, let's see where it takes us a couple of months or weeks down the line. We'll see. Is something in store? We'll see.
Iba naman kasi, lalo na ngayon, part ka na ng Cornerstone, tama?
Yes, definitely.
Kailan ba? Kailan nag-start ang iyong
funny story because I don't know how much I'm allowed to disclose. Because technically, but then let's just say I attended a meeting with some of the directors of Cornerstone, like as an inquiry for a series ngayon. And I was like happy to say na natuwa naman sila sa audition ko to the point na they actually offered me another series because somebody else was gotten for the role because I won't say. Basta like ibang tao yung offer that role and then they offered me another role and then I couldn't do it again. Pero because of my audition there, because natuwa naman sila with me, parang we were in talks na, hey, parang what do you think about like parang trying out Cornerstone? And this was around the time na Gaya Sa Pelikula was picking up steam. I think mga like episode 1 pa lang yun or episode 2. Tas eventually, until it got, Gaya Sa Pelikula got bigger and bigger. And I'm happy to say that I'm part of the Cornerstone family, and it's been great. It's been great. As in, like everybody in the office is wonderful. Shout out sa aking wonderful Gian Carlos. You're the best. Siya yung nag-handle sa akin. And we have such a, alam mo yun, parang it's just such a good time in the office. Like, everybody's so friendly. Kahit work yan, para pagpasok mo na lang, like may kumakanta na't sumasayaw. So parang, good morning guys. Medyo, kasi like medyo smaller energy ako eh. So parang, pagpasok ko, wala. Parang nangyayari. But I love it. So proud to be part of the Cornerstone fam, everybody.
Ito, merong tanong from isa sa mga parang isa sa mga masugid na fans mo ata to. From Miko Tuazon. Charing, hindi, kilala natin yan. Pero may question siya. Cornerstone has a lot of singers. Magkakaroon din ba siya ng single or album since marunong din siyang kumanta? So, ikaw na.
Let's just say we are definitely in talks with a lot of people. And I'm excited. That's what I'm gonna tell you because some of the people that I want to work with for whatever Cornerstone has in store for me, I really am a fan of their work, and I'm excited where it's gonna go. So hopefully things push through and things work out. Because parang let's just say you and I are looking forward to something. So yeah.
Okay, at least abangan naman ng iyong mga fans. And speaking of fans, kasi parang, anong tawag dito, kita mo ngayon, super daming nagko-comment, ganyan. Tapos nabanggit mo kanina na parang na-overwhelm ka na at some point. So, paano mo tinitake lang yung ganon? Na parang syempre, since bago ka, parang paano mo na-take yung biglang ang dami ng fans?
Yeah. Honestly, the thing is kasi hindi ako ma-social media na person in general. Like before Gaya Sa Pelikula, I barely used to post anything on Instagram or Twitter. Like to the point na it would take like weeks before I tweet another thing or whatever. So at the start, it was definitely like, I feel pressured to post. Should I like post something? So kinakantsawan na kasi ako ng some of the fans, paminsan, just as a joke. Kasi yung pinaka-bentang kantsaw sa akin is, si Pao kasi mas ma-post sa akin. So, like, like early on, parang mahilig siya mag-post ng mga pictures niya, ganyan. So yun, tuwa yung fans sa kanya na parang, oh my gosh, ang rami naming, content from Pao, ganyan. Tapos ako, hindi ko naman alam kung ano po-post ko. So, basta pinicturein ko yung pagkain ko, which is broccoli. And then I'm like, oh my God, I hate broccoli. I keep eating broccoli for the show. Para, alam mo yun, to diet ngayon. That's why one of the fans was like, grabe no, yung mga fans ni Paolo, ang raming selfies niya. Ako, picture lang ng broccoli na kukuha ko kay Ian. So, ever since then, I was like, okay, kaya kong mag-effort dito. But, thankfully, kahit parang paminsan-minsan, when I get like, overwhelmed, I just clock out. I just like send a picture and then I'm like, pagod na ako, good night. Parang very supportive yung mga fans. They're like, hey, rest well, sleep well, ganyan. Parang, you deserve rest, ganyan. And I'm really thankful for that. Kasi, some people would be like, oh my gosh, Ian, like you post more stuff, ganyan. But the fans are like, oh my gosh, I can't stress enough how much we all love the fans because they're also supportive, also protective. And I really love you guys. Thanks for understanding na Ian is medyo alolo when it comes to social media sometimes.
Ay, pero kanina may mga nagko-comment dito na protect Ian at all costs. So yun naman yung sinasabi protective. Nakakatuwa nga, no?
Yeah.
May mga gano'n na sila.
Yeah, definitely. As in, very sila sa amin ni Pao. Like, for example, when somebody like makes a comment na medyo off, like, before we could even see the comment, the fans are like, oh my gosh, don't, that. Parang respect their privacy or whatever. So yun, like, parang very thankful na very supportive yung fans. Parang they really are such wonderful people.
At saka, ayan, kasi sinabi mo, love mo sila, so sumasagot na sila ng love you too.
Hey, I love you all.
Ay, pero ito may isang comment on Facebook, si Vivienne Isabella Luis Simpson. Wow, kilala din natin to. Pero how it started, broccoli photo, how it's going, night dance cover. Kasi yung iyong video na
Uh, yeah, you have Gian Carlos as in my handler and cornerstone to thank for that because parang she was making me do like a bunch of like dance covers because alam mo yun, parang I don't have any dance covers. So like hindi alam ng ibang mga shows or casters if like ng ibang shows or casters if I knew how to dance. So she sent me the Dynamite music video, and then she was like, "Hey, try learning the chorus of this." Tapos ako, parang sobrang hirap na hirap ako. Pero na-proud ako na naitawid ko siya. So, sabi ko sa sarili ko, okay, sige, i-celebrate natin to, i-post natin to sa Instagram. Diba, na akong magustuhan na ng mga tao. Basta ako, proud ako dito. So, thankfully, ayun naman, hindi naman daw ako maayos naman daw ang aking pagsayaw. So, salamat guys.
yan ang mga comment nila ngayon. More dance covers daw.
Oh my God. hirap na ako sa Dynamite. Okay na muna yun for now. So yeah, pero we'll see. More things coming up in the future, definitely. So I hope you guys get to stay tuned for those things. For both me and Pao, actually. Lots of things coming up. So exciting.
Ayan, magiging sad ka ba if magkakaroon kayo ng different projects ni Pao?
Of course not! More projects for Pao. I love that guy. Sobrang, as in, grabe work ethic ni Pao. Sobrang nakakatuwa. So, but ako masasad. I mean, I'm gonna be rooting for, Pao from afar. And actually, like, Pao has an upcoming thing which I'm also like super happy about na parang campaign. And I'm not sure when it's going to be released, but it should be soon. And I'm really proud of him for that. So, I don't know, parang, why would you be sad over the success of your co-actor and I would say like one of my best friends now. Like, more success for one person does not mean less success for the other. Yes.
Correct. Yes, ang ganda nun. Diba? O ayan, ang mga fans, narinig nyo naman yun from Ian. Ang ganda nun, promise. Kasi tama nga naman, di ba? For the partnership to work, dapat ganun din kapag meron ng separate ways. But anyway, ito Ian, question lang din kasi kanina na-mention mo na parang yung acting talaga ever since yun yung ginagawa mo, di ba? Pero as in, bata ka pa lang talaga. Yun na talaga yung naisip mo. Parang wala bang ibang job na naisip or ibang dream?
Interestingly enough, I wanted to be a doctor also, like Pao, once upon a time, until I realized I didn't like the way blood looked. I hated looking at blood. So I was like, oh my God, I can't be a doctor. Because I was like sort of like searching for a while for like what I wanted to do. Until I ended up watching Jake Gyllenhaal in Donnie Darko. And I was like, oh my God, ang ganda. Para ang galing niya doon, sobra. And kaya up until now, Jake Gyllenhaal is like one of my acting idols. Napanood ko siya back then when I was a kid. Tas I was like, oh my God, I want to try doing this. But yun nga, parang in addition with yung story ko before of like how like movies were like what helped me, so I want to make movies for other people. Yun, parang I was like, oh my God, this looks so cool. More than yun nga eh. Parang kasi people have this weird notion. Well, not weird because like, it happens naman talaga sometimes. Parang people have this notion na when you want to get into acting, it's because you want to be a celebrity or it's because you want to be famous. Like, for me talaga, it was more the art behind it, I would say. Parang for other people who want to be famous, that's great. That's wonderful. Pero, parang I guess like yung ako personally, if I were to like remember my own story, I don't think fame really entered my brain. I didn't expect,
Kaya pala ganun na-overwhelmed ka nung nagkaroon ka na ng mga fans talaga.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Pero yun, I mean, like, it's a good kind of overwhelm. Like, overwhelmed with the support. And
Yes.
just because naman parang like the support from fans is not something na parang I initially alam mo yun, parang like it wasn't one of the first things na I thought about when I was doing this project. It doesn't mean that I appreciate it any less. Like I love it. I genuinely appreciate it, and I'm very very thankful that I was given this opportunity to parang have this platform and have these many eyes looking at our story. Now we presented to the world. So yeah.
Speaking of support, kasi kanina naman, na-mention mo rin na management engineering, meron kang parang gustong i-ano sa mom mo, di ba? Na gusto mo i-prove nga na yung kaya mo yung discipline.
Yeah.
How supportive were your parents were sa iyong acting, pursuing acting?
Yeah. Actually, at the start, we sort of had a misunderstanding kami ng mom ko. Kaya I thought parang basta like at some point kasi I think my mom thought na parang I was in it for the fame and parang pag-aartista kumbaga yung sinasabi nila So parang at first actually she was hesitant to sort of like support me on this thing. But eventually once I showed them that I was serious and yun nga parang I studied talaga and I worked towards my craft and perfecting my acting ganun. Once I showed them that I was serious, they're oh my gosh, as in sobrang they realized that I was serious about it and they're very very supportive. Even now, like my god, my dad is more updated with my life than I am. As in sinusundan niya lahat ng mga posts, sinusundan niya lahat ng mga interviews ko, ganyan. Tapos parang siya pa yung nagsasabi na, oh my God, mag-tweet ka pa, Ian, ganyan. Tapos parang yun. He's just like very happy with the response. And parang tawang-tawa ako sa dad ko na parang he's like, dapat mas talunin mo yung dad mo, ha? Ganyan. Tapos parang, dad ka, simula ako pa lang, teka lang. Pero yun, very, very supportive sila and I love them so much for that.
Ang galing, at least, di ba, na parang yun na yung kaya perfect din yung talaga, yung management engineering, doon pala nang galing.
Yeah. Na parang matutong lumaban kung laban.
Yes.
Learned that from management engineering, so thank you.
Ayun, tapos, ngayon, tuloy-tuloy na yung showbiz career. Pero nag-start yan na parang, ang very first project mo talaga sa theater?
I'm sorry, what was that? Sorry. Medyo
Sorry. Very, very first na parang, project sa theater.
Kamusta ang project sa theater?
Yes, yung unang-una na ginawa.
Tabing Ilog.
Tabing Ilog na talaga.
Well, yung professionally, as in like out of college, it was Tabing Ilog. Pero yung first ever musical ko was back in grade 7. Yeah, grade 7.
Tagal na pala.
Yeah. So it's actually funny kasi like I knew I wanted to do movies, but I didn't always fully know na it was acting. So parang when I was in grade 7, I was like the lead. Pero in high school, kasi 4 years yung high school, diba? So I was part of a theater troupe rin back in high school. I was actually the magister, meaning the musical director. So I was the one who composed mga musical arrangements for certain songs, covers, ganyan. And I thought that I was going to be working in music, ganyan. And then eventually, ayun, parang in college, mas hinone ko yung acting skills ko. And that's also largely because I was also shown how beautiful acting was. Again, thanks to one of my biggest acting influences in my life. I just want to say a big shout out to Missy Maramara. She is one of the greatest teachers I have ever known. One of the first people who believed in me, my acting career. So yun, parang I enlisted in a class with her. She watched me in productions, and then she was one of the first people to really be like, hey, I think you have a knack for it, and maybe it's something you should try again. And as somebody who was sort of like, that kid doubting whether he could pursue his passions or not, She was one of the first people who actually like really pushed me. So thank you so much, Missy. I love you and I miss you.
Galing. So, doon pa na nag-start. And then ngayon, and then dumating ang Tabing Ilog after you
Yeah,
graduate.
yeah, after graduate. So parang after graduating, I worked on a thesis production. We got really good reviews for that. It's called Reasons to Be Pretty. We got really good reviews for that. Um, and because of that, parang na-recommend ako to Tabing Ilog. And then yun, parang like ever since Tabing Ilog, parang just things just happened and everything just parang sort of like happened one after the other. Pero yun, Tabing Ilog was my first professional one and love the team. Pero yun, it was just like sort of sad talaga na hindi siya
Yeah.
natuloy. But I think we were like on our first weekend or like second
Yes.
weekend. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, we'll see where it goes after all this is over. Pero yun.
Pero ang ganda ng performance mo sa Tabing. Nandun kasi kami nung press preview. Ang ganda ng performance mo sa Tabing Ilog.
Oh, thank you. You were
Super
able to
na
watch.
namin si Rovic.
Oh, thank you so
Kay
much.
Clara ang partner doon sa press preview.
You were there also. You were there.
Yes.
Oh,
Kaya
no.
Super nakakatuwa dahil parang kami ang view namin ng kasama kong nanood bilang napanood namin ng original Tabing Ilog. Pero kasi hindi naman mako-compare dahil yun ay series, di ba? Tsaka John Lloyd and Kay Abad yun. Pero ang galing ng ginawa niya sa theater.
Oh, thank you.
So parang, paano yun? Taking on the role of Rovic kasi talagang iconic ang Tabing Ilog at saka si Rovic noong time nila. Na hanggang ngayon, kilala pa rin sila as Rovic and Eds.
Yeah. It was definitely a lot of pressure. Not gonna lie, it was a lot of pressure and like medyo nakakatakot siya definitely, especially because it was my first professional job. My gosh.
Yes.
But thankfully kasi I attribute our performance a lot to the cast, you know. Kasi like everybody in the cast was like just like very supportive of each other. Kasi like for those of you who don't know, kasi a lot of the cast of Tabing Ilog was PBB housemates of the most recent season, I think. Most recent or like last season. Basta sila Kiara Takahashi, sila Argel Saicon. We were all castmates with them, and us who were from theater talaga, which is why they got me. Parang we were meant to teach them the discipline of theater, meant to teach them the technicalities of acting, singing, dancing, ganun. And because we had that kind of relationship, parang they were learning from us in theater and we were learning from them in TV, mga different mga acting techniques nila. So it was just this like mutual support for each other. Kaya it was a good environment, especially for the cast. So yeah.
Kaya ayun, kasi ang chemistry ni Kiara hindi kasi syempre bilang parang dahil Tabing Ilog siya, it's either you come in sa theater na parang nag-e-expect ka ng sobra or hindi ka na lang mag-e-expect bilang super sikat nga siya noon. So parang pero grabe, yung yun ni Kiara as Rovic and Eds.
Oh, thank you. I mean, you know, same with Pao. Like I really got along with Kiara. As in, si Kiara was, she is like, I can't believe it's her first time doing it was her first time doing theater at the time. Kasi grabe talaga. As in, ang bilis mag-pick up ni Kiara. Sobrang open niya to learning. Sobrang saya niya makasama. As in, miss ko na talaga si Kiara. Sobrang good working relationship namin dalawa. Parang kapag kinakabahan yung isa, nagsasaluhan lang kami. That's yun. Like overall, we were like very, very supportive of each other rin kasi. Like throughout the entire process. Tas yun, ang ganda rin kasi ng characters ng Rovic at Eds kasi as much as, you know, some people can criticize yung mga flaws of the certain characters, parang ang ganda rin kasi na like me and Kiara were really set on making sure na people fell in love with the characters the same way that the characters were in love with each other. So yun. I miss you, Kiara. Hope you can see this someday.
Nako, pero kasi si Rovic sa musical, parang gusto mong ano yun eh.
Oo,
Dahil doon sa
definitely.
parang, huwag na natin i-spoil.
Huwag na natin i-spoil.
So may something kay Rovic doon, di ba? Pero yun ang maganda sa version ninyo. Parang lahat kasi ng characters flawed talaga. Tapos may something, kaya gano'n. Anyway, ito sabi ni Renly at Vincula from Facebook, feeling ko intense actor rin si Ian like John Lloyd Cruz. O di ba? Inano ka na, from Rovic to Rovic.
Thank you. I mean, I will definitely work my hardest on the next project. So, let's see.
Pero isa rin sa mga questions dito kanina, hindi ko mahanap kung sino ang nagtanong. Pero if ever daw ba na mag-resume na ulit ang mga theater and ano pa, parang kapag ka pwede na, babalik ba ang Tabing Ilog na musical?
I'm sorry?
Babalik ba ang Tabing Ilog na musical?
Well, definitely that is the hope. That is what we're really hoping for, because a lot of work went into the production, and for it to just be shown in like 1 or 2 weeks lang, sobrang sayang. But at the same time, lots of things are happening rin kasi with the pandemic and other situations of the people who are handling Tabing Ilog. So it's definitely just crossing our fingers and hoping for the best. So yeah.
Sana kasi sayang nga talaga. Coming na to sa nakapanood. Ayan, sabi na Lavan. Sana bumalik ulit ang Tabing Ilog na musical. So you wish natin.
Yes.
So may questions. Questions talaga with S. Si Maggie May E. Santos. So, pag nahanap ko, pero paano ba mag-flash? But anyway, basahin ko na. So, if given the chance to become part of a well-known musical, which musical would it be and why? Musicals. So, may /S. So, ano yun?
Well, I think my default answer would be Dear Evan Hansen. It's a more recent musical, so I'm not sure if like a lot of people are familiar with it, but it's also I think it's Tony Award winning musical, Dear Evan Hansen. It's the story of like this young kid who is very, very parang he deals with a lot of anxiety, and he struggles to connect with other people because of his anxiety, and because of something that happens at school. He's forced into this situation where he has to lie about so many things until parang so many different things happen because of those lies. Pero I just want to focus on, kasi yung main character, si Evan Hansen, he's ridden with anxiety, which is parang, something that I also happen to go through a lot. Kasi I'm an overthinker. I am also a perfectionist. So parang until I'm sure na my work is the best that it can be, I tend to worry about it a lot. So yung anxiety aspect of Evan Hansen is something that I definitely would like to explore and be a part of, parang I just don't know if bagay ako sa role. But in my dream world sana. So yun.
May nagsabi kanina, Llanes daw.
Llanes. Yeah, Llanes is great. That's where I discovered one of my idols sa singing rin, si Aaron Tveit. Yes, and Yorlas at the movie. Yeah, I love Llanes, but para hindi ata kaya ng pipes ko kasi medyo operatic ang Llanes eh. I think when it comes to theater, mas forte ko talaga is yung mga like katulad ng Spring Awakening. Because I was part of Spring Awakening back in college. Yung mga mas rock or more pop style singing. But who knows? Maybe in the future. Never say never.
Igbatiin natin si Real Disgracia. Sabi niya batiin, crush na crush kasi kita. Nag-send siya ng lechon sa Kumu.
Aww, thank you so much. Thank you sa lechon. Crush
Actually,
rin
hindi
kita.
lang scroll. Scroll ako ngayon, pati ang dami na pala niyang sinend na halo-halo. So, yun.
Grabe, thank you. Sira ng diet, pero workout natin yan. Thank you sa
Correct.
halo-halo.
Teka
I was
lang.
part of Rent. Okay. Somebody sent kasi Rent. Maganda din. I was
Yan,
part of
oo
Rent
nga.
also. I was part of Rent for Ateneo Blue Repertory. I was Roger. The rockista who is sort of sad all the time. I love Roger.
Ang galing. Ang dami mo na rin pala talagang nagawa.
25. Well, fresh out of college though. So, sana marami pang gagawin. Yun
More
ang
pa.
ating pangarap. Yun ang ating pangarap sa ngayon.
At grabe na pala dito sa Kumu, kanina pa sila nagko-comment, iba-ibang tao to ha. Season 2, puro season 2 ng Gaya sa Pelikula ang request
Thank
nila.
you guys. I mean, let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. Sana with your continued support, guys. Like, let's really make it happen. Pero for now, I think let's all just enjoy season 1 first because tatlong episode pa, guys. Wag muna natin isipin season 2. So,
May 3 episodes pa naman. So, at least. Mamaya, babalikan natin ang inyong mga questions, mga testers. Pero ituloy lang yan sa comments. Kasi ngayon, syempre, Ian, bilang first time mo sa Pep, lahat talaga ng guests namin ay dumadaan dito.
Okay.
Sa ating next segment. Ito ang tinatawag nating Pep Challenge!
Okay.
Ayun, inaantay ko kung may lalabas nga, may lumabas. Nakakatuwa. Okay, first nating challenge. So, bilang first time mo, lagi naman ito online ko. Pero totoo naman kasi bilang first time ni Ian, di ba? So, dapat itodo na natin. Kaya, dalawang challenge ang ipapagawa namin sa'yo. So, ang first ay ang tinatawag namin 3s and 5. Okay, so bakit 3s and 5? Kasi mayroon akong 5 questions para sa'yo and per question, kailangan mo magbigay ng 3 sagot.
Okay.
So, and pwede mo rin i-explain kung bakit yan ang iyong answer. So, dito sa PEP, nag-ano kami. Mas maganda kung kinikwento ang story behind the answers. So, ready ka na ba? Game ka na ba
Yes.
sa first challenge? Okay,
Game.
first question, madali-dali lang muna. 3 material things that we cannot live without. Pero, hindi kasama ang food, ang bahay, water, cellphone, at wallet. Para sure tayo.
I would say a screen. Basically, anywhere I can watch a movie or a series or anime or, everything else. Because, that's my life. I want to watch something. I can't live without my dog. I don't know if my dog counts as something material. I love my dog so much. Ano ba? I can't live without... Bawal rin food, no? I was about to say chicken.
Bawal na ang food. Kasi hindi ka di ba?
A good bed. A good bed. I love at the end of the day, I just cuddle on my bed. Or just lie down and sleep all my worries away. So I can't live without a bed.
Ayun. Ay, may nag-comment na isa. Anong tawag dito? Picture frame daw, binigay ni Paolo.
Picture frame ni Carl! Wow, Vlad.
Okay, next. Ito, may kinalaman sa Gaya sa Pelikula. Well, hindi lang naman sa Gaya sa Pelikula, kundi saan mo talaga. 3 favorite Pinoy movies.
Okay, ang rami kasing Pinoy movies na parte si Angelica Panganiban. So, yung isang part lang si Angelica Panganiban ang sasabihin ko. I would say Excess Baggage is one. Or actually, interchangeable. Kasi I love Angelica Panganiban. One of my favorite actresses. Either Excess Baggage or that thing called Tadhana. I love those two because of Angelica Panganiban. Number 2 is Four Sisters and a Wedding because everybody loves Four Sisters and a Wedding. Guys, it's amazing. And number 3 is medyo recent lang actually. Hello, Love, Goodbye. I really like it. Galing ni Kathy Garcia Molina. Yes.
Oo nga, puro yung dalawang yun, puro direct Cathy. O sabi ni Isa Grijaldo, sana ako na lang si Angelica. Kasi love mo pala si Angelica Pangilinan. So isa siya sa mga gusto mo maka-work.
Hopefully, in the future, Parang I love her work. And tawang-tawa talaga ako every time she's on screen. So, ang rami nating pinapangarap, no? Ang rami kong pinangarap this interview.
Sana all, Angelica. Diba? Uy, pero for sure, ang daming matutuwa niya na marinig nila na ikaw ay fan ng Four Sisters in a Wedding. Ayun sabi nga ni Sakurai-san. I called it, I knew he was going to say Four Sisters in a Wedding.
No, I mean like guys, like in one way or another, that's probably like 90% of like Filipino households, parang nagkakaaway, nagkakabate, pero at the end of the day, you all love each other. So, ganda talaga, ganda.
May isa akong tatanggalin na question dito kasi may tinatanong sila, i-accommodate na kanina pa nila.
Okay,
so, yun ay ang 3 favorite anime series.
3 favorite anime series. Oh! Thank you for asking that, guys. So if it's not obvious yet, I love Haikyuu. So that's one. Number 2 is it's a really sad anime, but like you guys should watch it. It's called Anohana. It's basically the story of this group of friends who drifted apart when they grew up because of a childhood tragedy. And it's just a good like picture into loss and friendship and like how everybody deals with grief. Anohana, ganda niya, guys. So Haikyuu, Anohana, and the third one is a movie. It's called Weathering with You. It's by the same people who made Kimi no Nawa or Your Name, si Makoto Shinkai. And I'm sorry, but like I know Your Name was amazing, but I personally have a soft spot for Weathering with You more than Your Name because I just felt like kasi Weathering with You was so much more like human in a way. Kasi parang the characters, parang nasasad nga ako kasi basta yung ending ng Weathering with You is medyo controversial because ayan. Pero like for me, I love the ending because it's like it's so true na sometimes the only thing that matters in life parang you have to fight for, and if that's selfish sometimes parang alam mo yun, parang like people are flawed like especially the characters are kids ganyan. Basta yun, like I don't want to talk about it I don't want to talk about it because I might spoil it, but like even if like a lot of people like Your Name more than Weathering with You. So yun. Haikyuu, Anohana, and Weathering with You. Those 3.
At ang dami agad na nakarelate sa sa iyong mga favorite anime. Isa-isa na sila o iba-iba pa yung mga comment. O ayan, number 1 is PG Boy Herrera. Nakakaiyak daw ang Weathering with You.
I swear, like I wish people like watch Weathering with You with an eye of like sympathy for the characters rather than like, oh my god, but ganun yung ending. I just won't spoil the ending, but then like nasasad talaga ako na some people are like, hala, but ganun yung ending. Anyway.
Ito from Kenji Hirata, favorite Haikyuu character and episode daw.
I'll talk about my favorite character. Episode I have to decide pa, I think. But maybe you know what? Maybe I'll just have an Ask Ian or something like on Twitter soon. But I do know my favorite character. Yung episode, I'll get back to you. But my favorite character of all time in Haikyuu is si Sugawara, the guy with the white hair. So for those of you non-Haikyuu like people there, the reason why I love Sugawara and why I love Haikyuu in general is because sobrang character-driven ng Haikyuu, and Haikyuu does a good job of like parang telling the story of these different characters and how they struggle and how important volleyball is to them. Ganun. And si Sugawara, he's one of my favorite. There, Sugawara, yes.
Yan, diba?
The reason why I love Sugawara is because parang he's just parang alam mo yung feeling na everybody around you can crumble, everybody around you can go crazy, and you can go crazy, but then there's just like one person na parang like will just joke with you, tas gagaguhin ka. Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to like curse. But like, alam mo yun?
Pwede.
He's just parang gagaguhin ka kahit like lahat kayo stress na, ganyan. Tapos parang mawawala lang lahat ng worries mo. Like si Sugawara is that kind of character, which is why I love him so much. And yung episode niya na na-feature siya, sobrang ganda. Guys, watch Haikyuu. I swear to God, I know volleyball. I know when people think that it's like an anime and it's volleyball pa, and it's about volleyball, people are like, "Oh my God, that sounds so stupid." But like, I swear to God, Haikyuu is really nice, guys.
Uy, kanina may phone-in question from Nico na na-display, pero ang tanong niya ay, na-try mo na daw bang mag-cosplay?
Oh, I haven't. Parang, I mean, I don't know who I can cosplay as. Like, people just tell me to wear a cap and go as Tadashi. But, wait nga, I'm gonna, anyway, I couldn't find my cap. But yun, I mean, like, I don't know how it works. Like, I don't even know where people get all of these like costumes and materials. Like, guys, I wouldn't even know where to start. But I mean, like, if you want me to like cosplay, I think you have to educate me. Like, who are the good characters to cosplay as?
Ibalikan natin yung Four Sisters in a Wedding. Ang dami na rin nagtatanong kanina. Sino daw ang favorite mo sa Lazar?
Favorite kong Salazar?
Yeah.
Favorite ko or kung sino akong Salazar? Sorry.
Ang sabi nila ay favorite.
Favorite, okay. Favorite kong Salazar is... I love all of them eh. Teka lang.
Ang hirap, di ba?
Ang hirap. Ikaw nga muna, sagutin mo muna. Baka may makuha akong insight from you.
Ang hirap din yan. Charot. Pero para safe, si Gabby na lang. Charot. Para safe. Kasi siya yung nice.
Pero siya yung parang... siguro ako na lang si si Bobby ba yung si Bobby nang magaling, si Bobby na yung ganyan.
Ayun nga sabi mga nagko-comment, si Bobby na lang daw piliin mo.
Bobby kasi atinista. Yes. I love Bobby. Kasi para I feel like marami kasing mga taong nami-mistake yung drivenness nila as
correct.
Parang, alam mo yun, parang snob or like whatever. Tapos parang yun, na-appreciate ko yung character development niya.
At sabi ng isa, please don't say Teddy daw kasi favorite na nga siya ni Mama eh. Wala ako ba sa comment? Oo nga naman.
That's true.
Parang si Teddy kapag favorite mo pa siya, favorite na nga siya ni Mama.
So, kawawa si Rebreb. Walang may gusto sa kanya.
Oo, walang may
Anyway.
Bakit ako kasalanan ni Rebreb? Charing. Okay, ito din na natin yung 3 in 5. So, meron na tayong 3 questions, tama? So, 4 questions about you naman. 3, uy, may nag-send ulit ng lechon, si Real Disgracia. Thank you ulit. Kasi sabi niya, si Ian na lang ang favorite ko.
Thank you. Favorite kita.
Okay, ito naman, 3 weirdest things about Ian.
3 weirdest things about Ian.
In fairness, lahat nahihirapan dyan.
Ano?
Lahat nahihirapan pag tinatanong yung question.
Pag tinatanong yung question na to? I don't know. I mean, like... I mean, So, halatang kunwari weird na lang. But then, I love eating breakfast food no matter what time of the day. Like,
Oh.
I will always eat, I will always be game to eat like corned beef and eggs. And like yung longganisa, especially when it's like, or tocino. Oh my God, chicken tocino is the best. I will eat breakfast no matter like what time of the day it is. Kahit like, you know, it's like, kahit magmamadaling araw na yan because nagpuyat kayo or something. I love breakfast food. Another weird thing.
Ano?
Wait. Ano ba yung
Hirap na, ano?
kinakantsaw sa akin ni Pao?
Ayan na. Pero may isa muna nag-comment dito, sabi niya sana daw chicken tocino. Ayan, si Salvatore Francis III. I'm changing my name to Chicken Tocino. Kasi chicken tocino. O diba, nakakatuwa ang mga fans.
Appreciation. Hindi naman siya weird, but then, like, I don't think a lot of people kasi have this as their favorite ice cream flavor. But my favorite ice cream flavor is honey. As in, like, honeycomb. Like, not a lot of ice cream chains carry the flavor, but then whenever they do, sobrang, I love honey. I love honey as an ice cream flavor. And what else?
Isa na lang. Nagagalit ang mga fans mo, pinahirapan daw kita.
I am afraid of flying ipis. I can't think of anything weird. Yes, there is honey flavored ice cream. I swear to God. Like, there are some that carry it, and it's amazing. Anyway, yun.
My gosh. Pero yung flying ipis. Sino magpapalit ng pangalan na honey dyan? Gigil niyo ako. Ang sabi ni Harriet, pang mayaman yung ice cream. Nakakatawa sila yung honey. Ayan na, Sunod-sunod ang mga comment nila. Yung iba nagtanong kung may honey flavored nga ba. Yung iba naman, eto na, sabi ni Isa, I need that honey as a GIF. Please send and thank you. Hello. Okay, so yun naman, flying ipis. In fairness naman, parang marami naman din nakarelate doon. So, okay yan. Ito na last question. I'm sure matutuwa na kayong lahat dito, promise. Pero bago yan, i-shoutout muna natin si best friend _Consunji na nag-send ng hello. Thank you. Ng hello? Hello yung sinabi ko. Lechon yung sinend niya, ha? Bakit hello? Okay, anyway. Ito. Kanina, nakuha ko lang to sa questions ng mga fans. So, ito daw. 3 words to describe Paolo.
3 words to describe Paolo. Yes. Makalat. Kayo na bahala how you interpret makalat. Number 2, palaban. But also, number 3, one of the most reliable people you'll meet.
Okay, so aantayin na lang natin ang mga comments ng mga fans ng mga Team Pangpang kung ano ang masasabi nila sa answers mo about Paolo. Ang tagal pa.
Ikaw napunta dito, Paolo, galingan mo yung mga sagot mo sa akin. Buisit.
Ay, ito. Sabi ni may kanina nagtanong, sabi ni Dennis de Belen Hadid, kung magiging food si Paolo, ano siya?
I feel like spaghetti because everybody likes spaghetti. Joke lang. Okay, like I just said that because like me and Pao, yung number 1 favorite food na we both have in common is spaghetti. So whenever I think of like Paolo's food, I think of spaghetti.
Ang fairness, masarap ang spaghetti, ha? O magiging ano na yan. For sure, may mga comment na dyan na sana all spaghetti sila. Charing. Okay, eto
Or I
na.
mean, like, okay, like, I mean, you can also
Yeah.
be a pancake. Pero anyway, go.
Pancake din daw. O, yan na. Kasi ayan nga, may nagtanong, pancake with 3 question mark pa.
Pancake?
Okay, ito na yung ating second challenge and last challenge. Ito lahat talaga dumadaan dito, ha, literal. Kasi yung 3 and 5, pinapalitan namin yan every now and then. Pero ito dumadaan talaga lahat dito. Ang guilty or not guilty.
Woo!
Parang yung bumper natin ganun. Parang pinagre-ready ka na daw. Okay, so ito lang naman yun. Napakadali lang naman. Sasagutin mo lang naman kung ikaw ay guilty or not guilty. And katulad ng kanina sa 3 and 5, pwede mo namang i-defend ang iyong answer, i-justify, or magkwento ka kung bakit guilty or not guilty. Okay, dalian na muna natin. Madali naman na to siguro. Nag-cheat sa exam.
Guilty.
Guilty, okay. May kwento ba? Gusto bang ikwento behind it?
No, okay. It's just so bad because like, sobrang tanda na kasi ng teacher. Tapos parang lahat kami nahihirapan. So gumawa kami ng hand sign sa class na parang kapag gumanon na kami, nahihirapan na kami. So pahingi ng sagot. And since matanda yung teacher, hindi niya kami nakikita.
Hindi niya nakikita.
Walang
Okay.
integrity.
So ano nangyari? Nagtagumpay naman kayo sa class.
Early high school to. Umayos naman na kami ng college. Umayos na kami.
In fairness, nakikita naman sa'yo ang mga netizens. Sabi naman na last naman daw ang hindi. Uy, pero hindi namin sinasabing tama yan, ha? Pero aminin na natin. Lahat naman nagawa yan, don't worry, I still love you. Sabi ni Gaya Sa Pelikula on Netflix. In fairness sa kanyang official account niya ba ito?
But thank you. Let's like cheer it into the universe. Let's hope it happens.
Okay, so nag-cheat sa exam, guilty. See? Yeah. Okay, next. Ito. Oh my God. Ay, ito. Dalian na lang din natin. Nagpanggap na nasarapan sa food na ipinadala or ipinatikim sa'yo.
Not guilty. Kasi hindi naman, okay, number 1, hindi naman ako picky sa food. Number 2, kung hindi ko siya nagustuhan, I'll just say na, kumain na po kasi ako. Like, okay na ako.
Ganun lang. Okay. So at least walang pagpapanggap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, ito. Ako, use a dating app like Tinder.
I did once, like when I was in a different country, because I was like, oh, cool, let's try it out. And okay, yun lang. I tried it when I was in a different country. It was fun, but yeah. Other than that, hindi pa.
Pero dahil once, guilty pa rin ang sagot. In fairness, parang laging yung recommended app talaga. Na pag nasa ibang bansa ka, dapat daw mag-explore. Lalo na kung single. Charing. Okay, next. Ito. Nag-stalk ng ex sa social media.
Define stalk.
Okay, so baka masyadong exaggerate yung word na stalk. Pero, so break na kayo, tapos parang inisip mo lang na i-check ang kanyang Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Of course. Guilty.
Ano mga nakita mo? At ano ang na-realize mo sa mga nakita mo?
Wala. Sometimes, let's just say, line from a movie to, pero when you lose somebody, you can never truly replace them. Ganun. Parang what is lost is lost. And sometimes, you just want to see the past and what has been lost. Parang ganon. So, yun.
Pati sa talking ang lalim ng explanation. Pero tama naman. I mean, di ba? Pero ang sabi nila ay sana all daw may ex.
Oo.
At dahil dyan, i-flash natin ang question ni Real Burnzy J 2020. So, sasagutin mo kaya to, Ian. Is he single or dating someone? Guilty or not guilty?
Grabe. Let's just say I'm very focused on my career right now, and that's my number one priority, my career right now. Yun ang sagot ko sa answer.
So, ibig sabihin single, tas guilty. So, like, binigyan in-assume ng sagot. Okay, next. Ito, nakipag-date sa bahang committed.
What?
Nakipag-date sa iba habang ikaw ay committed.
No. Why would you commit to somebody if you want to date somebody else? That's so freaking stupid.
O, narinig niyo na yan, ha? From Ian yan ang galing. So,
I mean, guys.
tama naman yan.
Oh my God. Guys.
Wait, ito may suggestion sila na guilty or not guilty question. Si Layla Malefic or Malefic. Guilty or not guilty? Cried because your favorite anime character died.
Parang no. Parang when it comes to anime, parang no. I think I cried in anime because sobrang nagandahan ako sa moment. That sounds so stupid, but like, yeah. Parang yung tipong parang ang ganda ng everything, ng visuals, ng music, ng na eksena, na parang sobrang feel mo, kaya ka mapapaiyak. Parang gano'n. Pero yung cried because somebody died, parang hindi pa sa anime. Hindi pa.
Ayun, okay. So, sa ibang dahilan kung ba't ka naiyak sa anime, but not exactly dahil sa O, ito naman from Dennis de Belen ulit. Guilty or not guilty? Kuripot ba si Ian Pangilinan?
No! Pinapagalitan ako always because I spend a lot. As in, like, my favorite thing to spend on is food. And, like, I swear to God, when I'm stressed, as in, I spend all of my, like, freaking money on food. As in, tipong, I have, like, one big box of pizza and one big tray of pasta to myself. Ganun. So, as in, gastador talaga ako when it comes to food. But I would say hindi naman ako like yung malaki yung sinispend sa clothes or like shoes. So in that sense, I guess I'm not super gastador, but hindi ako kuripot, guys. I have a spending problem.
Spending problem sa food, ha? Hindi na problem, maraming nakaka-relate dyan.
As in, guys, gets nyo ba na parang kapag stressed ka, like, gusto mo na lang, like, umupo, like, somewhere, tapos manood ng something, tapos, like, kakain ka ng isang buong tub ng ice cream. As in, sa'yo lang yung buong ice cream na yun. Pag may mga days talaga na gusto ko na lang magtago sa mundo, ganun ginagawa ko. So,
ito. In fairness, deadman na sa mga questions ko. Nakakatuwa. Thank you sa mga fans ni Ian. Ngayon lang tanong natin, ang guilty or not guilty natin ay mostly composed of fan questions. Ito. Asa na yun? Nawala. Guilty or not guilty? Cried because someone stole one of your toys when you were young.
Stole one of my toys when I was young. Parang hindi pa. Like, I am generally like, hindi naman ako I cried once because like, hinarangan ako ng somebody that was in kindergarten. Basta like, anyway, not toys.
Pero hindi sa toys.
Yeah.
At least,
Yeah.
So, nagpapahiram ka ng toys, gano'n.
Sharing is caring.
Okay, ito, guilty from Ranberg Abu. Guilty or not guilty? Kinilig for real sa scene sa Gaya sa pelikula. So, I assume habang ginagawa ang isang eksena, kinilig ka ng totoo, as in, Ian kilig.
I mean, honestly, I would say parang if yung question is nadala ng emotions, yes. Kasi like may isa kaming blooper na nasa blooper reel na ata na nirelease na parang nandun si Ana, tapos parang nandun rin si Pao, tapos parang it's supposed to be a time na nagsiselos si Vlad kay Ana, ganyan. Tapos yung ginamit nilang for the blooper reel, parang inaangkin ko si Carl kay Ana nun. Ganyan. Technically tapos na yung scene. So parang dinala ko talaga yung character sa kahit tapos na yung scene, ginanon ko na si tapos parang nag-aasaran ni Yesh pala, ni Yesh. Bursa.
Maraming matuwa, maraming kikiligin dyan sa kwentong iyan. Ito, siguro last na muna ito. From Chris Allen, guilty or not guilty? Nagka-crush sa katrabaho.
Ka-crush sa katrabaho. I guess. Pero like the thing is kasi ako parang when it comes to work, very parang medyo game mode ako. As in medyo parang tutok with the work. So parang it's not really something I thought of ever. Kasi when I'm working, parang like the work is the number one thing on my mind. But ayun. I don't know.
Hindi mo alam. Nako, kaya. Pag alam mo na ang answer, balikan mo kami. Kung guilty
Sige, ganun lang.
Okay, dahil dyan, mag-shoutout muna tayo sa Kumu naman, sa mga nag-send ng gifts.
Aww.
So, una na dyan si mel.com. Nag-send ng halo-halo. Marami na siyang halo-halong sinan. Hindi ko na masyadong
mel.com.
And then si Yves, friend _ Consunhi ulit, nag-send na again ng lechon. Thank you. Kay Oli Estrella, na nag-send ng Cardito, hello. And kay Ram Estrella Das Cultura. Cardito Cloud. Thank you. Meron din kay Dai Ferrer, 31, nag-send ng halo-halo. Ayan. Tapos hi daw sa'yo, Ian, sabi nila.
Hello.
Ayun. May nag-send pa nga kanina ng 80s nakakaloka. Sabi ko, ay, naisip ko hindi bet ni Ian ng 80s. Ako. Pero thank you.
You're evil, but thank you.
Yan, si RV_Bins, nag-send ng halo-halo. Bins talaga with a B.
RV Bins. Halo-halo.
Yes. And kay Hooray Jose, halo-halo. Ayan.
Thank you.
Asan kayo? My gosh, in fairness, ang hirap. Parang ba't ganito? Okay. And last na ito, si Dowdix, nag-send ng halo-halo. Ayan.
Aww.
Thank you sa inyo and thank you for the love to Ian. So, ito Ian, meron kaming last question na pep general question. So, ikaw ang unang mag-take ng question. Ikaw ang unang sasagot sa marami natin. Okay, so medyo lalim-laliman ng konti, pero gawin lang natin live. Parang siya, parting ways question. Parting ways question, pauso. Okay, ito. So if you want to read a headline about you, kung ikaw ay nasa headlines, kinabukasan, the next week, or kailanman, ano yun and why?
I think I would want to read a headline about me na dream big, guys, dream big. Na I've won an Oscar. Because I was able to portray a character the best way that I can. And because of how I was able to portray a character, the story came to life. And it touched as many people as it could have touched. And the Oscar, more than anything, is a significant, parang milestone for me to be able to say na, hey, parang I worked hard for this. And parang it's marrying what I worked hard for and what I always wanted to do in life, which is to create great stories. So yeah. Dream big. Dream big, dream big.
Diba? At least ang bongga. Kasi ito na nga yun ang mga comments nila. O di ba may nag-collect pa, please use present tense pag headline, parang awa. In fact, hindi naman tayo nag-direct ng di ba? Ng headline. Meron kanina dito na nag-compose. Na, ayan, Ian Pangilinan, first Filipino to receive an Oscar. O, diba? Malay natin. So, ayan. Okay, so Ian, ito na. This is your chance para i-invite ang iyong mga fans, ang Pepsters, ang iyong mga fans to watch the 3 remaining episodes.
All right, so hello everybody. I'm inviting you guys to watch Gaya Sa Pelikula down to our last 3 episodes for season 1 over at the Globe Studios YouTube channel every 8 p.m. on Fridays. To everybody who's already watching, thank you so much for your support. And to everybody watching right now, thank you so much for the outpouring support that we've all been receiving, and especially me in this interview. Thank you for all the questions. I appreciate it. And to our continued journey towards wherever the story is going to take us, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the episodes. I think marami pang things to look forward to, so I'll see you guys the next weeks. Yes.
Magbasa lang tayo ulit ng kasi friend ko to si Chelsea. Hi Chelsea! Ang sabi lang niya, just wanna say Ian and Tao deserve all the success, happiness, and love in the world. GSP brings me so much joy and inspiration these days. So grateful for what they do. Kaka-proud maging fan nila.
Oh, thank you.
At saka si Isa Grijaldo, actually kanina pa siya nagtatanong, so baka ito na dahil bilang katapos na tayo, itanong na natin. May chance ba na maka-zoom ng pancakes ang isang Ian?
Ano yun?
May chance ba na maka-zoom ng mga pancakes ang isang ito daw?
Hey guys, I'm we're actually gonna have fan meets over on Ian Official Fan Club sa Twitter and I think Instagram also. We're gonna have a fan meet tomorrow. So if you guys want to join, do follow the page. It's only for Ian OFC Official Fan Club, and we're gonna be having a nice little thing tomorrow. So I hope you guys can join us. Yan.
Ayun naman pala. So ito na, at least nasagot na ang mga questions ang question niya. Actually parang kanina pa yun na tinatanong niya kung magkakaroon ng ama. So, and saan ka pwedeng i-follow ng mga Pepsters na hindi pa naka-follow sa'yo on social media?
All of my social media handles are at Ian Pangilinan _. So that's on Twitter, Facebook, and no, not Facebook. Facebook, I'm just Ian Pangilinan. Twitter, Instagram, and soon Kumu. Yeah.
Soon Kumu. Ay, oo nga kasi ang mga, diba, hello sa mga hoarders ko, di ba, meron kayo lahat na parang Kumu, din.
Yeah.
Kumu.
So yun. At Ian Pangilinan _ on all my social media handles.
After Gaya Sa Pelikula ba, meron ka na bang ipopromote na something or aabangan nila?
Well, let's just say, ang mga pwede ko palang sabihin now is na Cornerstone and I and some other great people that I am looking forward to working with are going to release something exciting. So there's that to look forward to. We're also going to have a lot of guestings over at different shows. Me and Tao. So there's also that to look forward to. And there is also one particular project that I'm hoping just please gets approved because the directress is somebody that I really want to work with. And I love her work. So here's to hoping that project gets approved. So yon.
Sabi ni Nico, gusto daw niyang ayusin yung frame sa likod ni Ian. Meron daw hindi pantay na frame. Kanina rin man nagtatanong. Gusto niyo yung napansin pa nila yon talaga, di ba? In fairness naman sa
the aesthetic, guys. I love not maayos things. Look at how messy my kwarto is.
Okay. So sadya pala yun. Okay, at sa lahat naman ng nanonood sa atin ngayon, syempre huwag niyo rin kalimutang i-follow ang PEP sa social media accounts namin. Ayan na, makikita niyo sa ticker na lumalabas sa baba. Pero pinakamahalaga yan, know the latest in showbiz on www.pep.ph. So visit kayo everyday for your latest, for your daily dose, showbiz news, updates, at lahat. And syempre sa ating social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, Kumu, and YouTube. So yeah, and next Thursday, we have another Pep Live, our last for October. We have, pwede na kayang i-announce. Hindi pa kami parang binigyan naman ako ng go signal. Pero magsicelebration ng birthday, Miss Angelica de la Cruz, dito mismo sa Pep Live on Thursday at 8 p.m. So, magkita-kita tayo sa lahat ng fans ni Angelica. Yeah. And again, Ian, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Babies mo, at saka sa Team Pancakes na nanood sa atin tonight.
Aww. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you for having me. I had such a great time.
Ayan, at least, gusto nakakatawa, at least nag-enjoy ka, di ba? So, ayan, see you guys next week, on Thursday. Magkita-kita tayo ulit dito, Facebook, Kumu, and YouTube, sabay-sabayan dito lang sa Pep Live. Bye, everyone, and see you on Thursday.
Mama.